Hi everyone, Mr. Powell here for Knowable World. Welcome back to our series of mini lessons about flags. Flag we're going to talk about today is the Canadian maple leaf. This modern version of the Canadian flag is very recognizable with its red and white design that features a large maple leaf in the center. What may be surprising to those of you who are used to this flag is that there is an important story behind it as well, because the flag of Canada used to look like this. If you haven't yet watched our video on the British flag called the Union Jack, which is featured in the top left corner of this old Canadian flag, that's the video I would recommend next, so you can understand its design. Even if you don't know the details about the Union Jack, it's very recognizable, and you've probably seen it before, either by itself or in the flags of other countries. The Union Jack was in the flag of Canada before it was changed to its modern design, because Canada was a part of the British Empire. Some countries, like Australia and New Zealand, still feature the Union Jack in their flags because of their British heritage, but Canada is different. Even though the design is no longer used, it's revealing to learn about the old design because it helps us to understand the story of Canada. The symbols on the right-hand side are the most important for that purpose. They form what is called a coat of arms, which is a pretty weird expression if you think about it. It's not a coat. You wouldn't want to wear it to stay warm. And it's certainly not made of arms. It looks a lot like a shield that a warrior might carry into battle and use to protect himself against an enemy with a sword. But it's called a coat of arms, and it contains symbols of Canada's past. On the top left, we see 3 lions on a red background, which are a symbol of England. On the top right, we see a red lion on a yellow background, which is a symbol of Scotland. On the middle left, we see a harp, which is a musical instrument and which used to be used in the flag of Ireland. If you know that the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is made up of England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, you can see how these symbols fit together. But there is one symbol that doesn't fit with the others. It's very similar to the flag of the province of Quebec in modern Canada. That's because the symbols in this section are called fleur-de-lis, which are a stylish version of the flowers called lilies, and which are a symbol of France. This square is in the old flag of Canada because the first people to settle Canada from Europe were from France. Finally, the bottom of the coat of arms features a sprig of maple leaves that represents Canada. Even when Canada was a part of the British Empire, people felt that maple trees were a special symbol of Canada, which is probably why maple syrup is thought of as such an especially Canadian product. Even though this flag had been used for a long time, as Canada became a more and more independent country, some Canadians started to feel that it was no longer the right way to show who they were. In 1965, the leader of Canada, Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson, held a contest for Canadians to create a new flag. These are some of the designs that were put forward. Evidently, the maple leaf continued to be an important Canadian symbol. Some other examples of it being used are as the emblem of the Toronto Maple Leafs, a famous professional Canadian hockey team, and the song Maple Leaf Forever, which was a popular song before Canada had an official national anthem. As far as the rest of the design is concerned, I'm not aware of any particular explanation, other than the fact that the red and white colors clearly look amazing against a blue sky. Even though, of course, the place where you'll see more flags anywhere else is at a hockey game when the national team is playing indoors. Hi again, team. I hope you enjoyed this mini lesson on YouTube Kids. If you want to learn more about the world we live in, please visit us at knowableworld.com. Knowable World is a history and social studies curriculum for kids from 4 to 8 years old. Our first program, which is called History Detectives, is available now. In it, you can learn about world geography, amazing mysteries, and fascinating people that are a part of the story of the world. I hope to see you there.